So in today's tutorial, I'm going to share something that I learned how to do over the summer, and I shared it at 2 conferences, and they were all so excited, and they said I really needed to share it with people on my blog. Now, I'm real big into Kindle. I read a lot of books on Amazon. And if you go to kindle.amazon.com, a lot of people don't know that they can come in here and they can sign in. Now, I'm going to pause real quick. And the reason I paused is I just didn't want you guys to see my special password I use. You know, it's so special. But anyway, I'm in here and you can look at your activities and things. Now, I could copy and clip this to Evernote, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show you a really cool thing you can do. So I'm going to go to Yearbooks, and I'm going to actually type in the book I want to go to. I have so many books, 477 to be exact, which is crazy, but that's what happens when you read an hour a night. And I'm going to go to one of my favorite new books called Start, Punch Fear in the Face by John Acuff. I heard him speak at my church. He's awesome. And it says I own a different edition of this book, so I'm going to click it. They must have a new book out since he first came out with it. And I clicked on that. Now, I can click here and view my notes and highlights, but I do not want to do that because it's going to open in a frame. What I have to do is I have to click, you have highlighted the X number of highlighted passages and a certain number of notes. Now, on this page, this makes it all on one page. And I can take it, and I usually start copying from the bottom just because that's a little easier, and I want to make sure everything's loaded. Now, some people would worry about this and say, well, Vicki, what keeps somebody from copying a whole book? Well, believe it or not, there is a limit to how much can be copied from a book. I hit it the other day on the book you just saw at the bottom called Necessary Endings, or I just can't copy any more from it. There's a limit. And there's a limit to how big your highlights can be. But anyway, this is the book I want to make. I want to make a note card. So I've already installed the Evernote Web Clipper. I'm not going to teach you how to do that into my Chrome browser. And let me right click over here so you can see. Oops, I got to highlight again. Okay, sorry. I want to sing a song for you. And it's highlighting over Sycamore Row. I don't want all my books. You have to be real careful about how far you go because it looks like it's loading some of my other books, and I don't want to do that. I want to start at the bottom of this Necessary Endings. I wish I could trim this, but there we go. I'll take it all the way to the top here, and here's my book. Right click, Evernote Web Clipper, and I'm going to clip the selection, not the bookmark. Okay, so I'm clipping the selection. This is in my highlights. It will take it to the part of my highlights where I have this, so be careful. That other stuff is at the bottom. And it's syncing it, and now I have made this and put this in. So I'm going to open this in Evernote now. And it's actually going to open it on Evernote on the web, which I don't really want to do. Now, if you're a teacher, you might want to just share this web Evernote clip because it's got all the location numbers here. But I'm actually going to pause for a second, go into Evernote and sync and open up this card and show you some cool stuff. Okay, so and now I've opened the card and it's over here. I can just double click it and open it. And I can go back and look at my Kindle notes and all of that stuff. Now, here's where it gets really cool. And this does not work on the iPad. I wish it did, but it does work on my computer, and it works on my Windows 8 computer. So if you have Surface devices, this would actually be an advantage. I think they've disabled it on the iPad for some reason. But say I share this note on the web, or I share this note through a note card in Evernote, and I want to point all to my students, and I say, okay, what do you do when all the excuses you use to not chase your dream are gone? What do you do then? And I say, okay, I want you to go to this location. Well, if I click location, it is going to open up my Kindle app, which I already had open. I already had this downloaded, and boom, there I am. I am at the exact place where they need to be. Now, what you can do is you can actually download like whole versions of the works of Shakespeare and such. And teachers, you can go through and you can highlight. You can do it on your whatever Kindle app you want to do it on. I mean, so you can actually do the highlighting and the note taking on anything. But then you do have to have it on the web, and you do have to pull it in. Now, this only works on a PC right now that I've found. I haven't been able to test it on a Mac. And I just hit this, wherever location is, and then boom, it opens it up. and I just did something to it. I don't know what I did, but it does work, works pretty well, and it's pretty neat. So I did crash my Kindle. I probably need to update it, but this is a little trick that does work, and it's pretty cool. And if for nothing else, you can at least pull all your favorite books into Evernote, and I think it's pretty cool. So I hope this helps you, and I hope this helps you English teachers in particular who really use a lot, or you writers like I am, who want to have those quotes. And just remember to follow copyright law, and not to, I don't think it actually won't let you copy too much out of these books, but I don't know how closely it adheres to what we're supposed to do. So we have to be aware of fair use, and we have to be aware of all the principles that we need to be aware of for copyright. Good luck.